It's a pleasure to serve my city. As I've always said, Christchurch is an amazing city, and my family's both sides have been here for 100 years, so we've done a lot of giving back to our city. That ends the ceremony, apart from asking the Roy Sinclair, the gentleman founder, to say a few words to close the ceremony.
Thank you. That was an inspiring speech from our mayor at the end. Thanks very much. And thank you all for coming along and making this a good inaugural event for the thing we're commemorating today. At our World Peace Bell meeting, it was brought up when we mentioned that we'd do this. What about disasters in all other parts of the world? Nepal that had a big earthquake. There's been other things happening. Why this one? But I think this one was because it brought us even closer together, people from Japan and Christchurch. We're sharing disasters, and surely some good can come out of disasters, and that's what we look for. And I did hear, Japan came to help us, and New Zealanders went to help Japan. And I believe there was one flight between Auckland and Narita, there New Zealand, that there were Japanese who had come to help us returning home, and amongst them were Kiwis going to Japan to help them in their disaster. So that's why this event's very special to us. And always think, well, one time Japan and New Zealand were on opposite sides in a conflict, and now we're best of mates. And always say that that gives encouragement for other countries, which we now think is impossible for having any sort of peace. It can happen. And I finally mentioned our chair, Paul Gurley, who's a great orator, unable to be here today. He's at an interfaith event in Wellington, and he said his group would hold a minute's silence at the appropriate time. It was probably a few minutes ago. So thank you very much, and it's very good to have a promising start this event. And looking at all the umbrellas, I was reminded when we unveiled the World Peace Bell on the 3rd of October 2006, 10 years ago last year.
Yep.
I remember the then Mayor Gary Moore put on an event in the curator's house for some of the special guests, and I remember the rain pouring down the window, and Gary opened another bottle of wine, and the rain didn't look so bad. Then we trooped out, and it was very very encouraging to see a wonderful colourful array of umbrellas. So it's a bit of a remembrance of that too. So thank you very much.